Hi everyone, welcome back to Super Mario 64 with glitches. I think in this video I'm going to keep up with the tradition that I've kind of started where I don't really do the levels in any particular order, and I think I'll take that to almost an extreme and do one of the levels towards the end of the game. So just doing the usual route that we're all used to by now, taking the little glitch shortcut here. I think I've decided that one of the stupid rules that I'm going to do for this playthrough, which has absolutely no point whatsoever, is I'm not going to open this door. Like, I'm not going to stand in front of it and have him open it. You need 50 stars for that to happen. Not going to bother. Instead, I will just backwards long jump through it, and anytime I have to come all the way back, I'll just exit a level, enter a level, then pause it and exit the level. I can just keep doing slow backward long jumps here and he'll still get in. So before I head into Tock, which by the way is the level I'm going to do, I'm going to talk to the Toad here for another 3 star. Quite lazy really, but I'm not complaining. Makes my goal a little bit easier. So I'll grab this one and then I will head into the stage. I'm not going to save for no good reason whatsoever. So the gimmick with this one is the level moves at different speeds based on how quickly you go into it. If you go in at 12 like I did right here, which I'm sure most of you would want to do, the whole level is frozen, which makes it substantially easier. Now the first thing I want to point out is that on the Virtual Console version there's like no fog in this level. In the N64 one it's quite foggy and actually quite laggy in a few places as well. So since the level is frozen right now, I will do all of the coins. I forgot to actually check how many are, oh god, am I already, yeah, okay. So okay, we'll come back and get that one later. I think I'll get the red coins for now. I was going to say I forgot to check how many are in this stage, but I think it's like 136 or 137. I'll know anyway, because I'm going to be a little bit slower going up this one, because it is quite a tricky stage. So I'll be sure that I actually get all of them. You might be wondering why I'm getting the red coins and not combining this with the 100 coin star like I often do. The reason for that will become apparent a little bit later on. But basically, the star that I'm going to combine 100 coins with is away at the top of the level, so I'd have to climb up there anyway. It just saves more time, it's a lot more efficient to do it in this order, so yeah. Anyway, there's our red coin star. We're at 90, damn, that's 3/4 of the way there. Closing in on the home here. So, I'm going at 12 again. I'll probably do the rest of the stars with the level moving, just, you know, for quote-unquote fun. Let's just kill these a little bit more carefully this time. These are the only bombs in the level, so there's nothing to worry about here. I'm going to have to get all the red coins again, of course, but that's no problem. A lot of the boxes in this stage have 10 coins in them. I think up until like Wet Dry World, none of the boxes in the game had 10 coins in them, but a lot of the ones like in the end game parts do. God, I'm really not doing too well. Can I do this instead? Will this work? It might work if you're like slightly more talented than I am at this game. God, to be fair, it has been a while since I've played this. I don't know when, I don't know how long it's been since I recorded the one before this, which I think was Snowman's Land. Probably about 2 weeks or something, I don't know. I kind of record a lot of these in bulk and then go for quite a while without recording any. I don't know if you guys have picked up on this, but I don't often like respond to things that are said in the comments, but sometimes I do, and whenever I do, that's when you've just happened to post those comments right before I start recording again. But yeah, I should probably change this in the future. If I had a more dynamic schedule, I'd probably do that. But as it is right now, I don't really have the time to like do this every day, so I prefer to just do it in bulk. There's a lot of shortcuts you can take in this stage to like skip parts of it, and it's only really feasible when the level is frozen. But like if you do a triple jump up here, for instance, and wall kick, you can climb up here and it skips like a couple of parts of the stage. But as this is an all coin playthrough, I'm going to have to go through them all anyway and just grab all of them. So that was only 3 in that one. If you stand on this, the little flame jet can never actually hit you because the fire always expires when it touches that. Star over there, I will go for that a little bit later on, probably with the level moving, like I said. You know, it's just adds a little bit of challenge. So 2 stars actually, both in almost exactly the same place. So this is the bit that I kind of cheesed it to a second ago by doing that triple jump. So now I'm doing it the normal way just to show it off. So before I head up there, let's see how many are in this, just 3. I want to avoid the heave hole with his little Bowser tattoo, see it there? I think I pointed that out earlier, but there it is again for those who missed it. So this is probably the best part of the level right here. You can just go over here and there's like a million blue coins that appear next to another star that I'm obviously going to avoid for now. Just grab all of these. So I'm already almost at 100 coins. Another shortcut you can take is to wall kick on this. It's a little bit more finicky. I'll probably show that off in like a future star actually. Oh my god, I'm so glad that he grabbed that. I thought I was gonna fall. Anyway, let's just fail for a little bit and then let's eventually succeed. So yeah, there was a point in time where I speedrun this game somewhat casually, somewhat regularly, but it was mostly kind of casual. I wouldn't do it like daily, I would just do it every couple of days or something, and my times weren't very good. I don't want to go in there, there's a star. But when I did that, I did kind of learn how to do this level really quickly, and I'm embarrassed to say that I've pretty much forgotten all of it. But some of the things that I showed off, like that triple jump for instance, are used quite a lot when trying to do this level quickly. This one's got 10 in it, but it's inside like a little caged bit, so just do this to get up here quickly. I can't believe you can grab that, by the way. Normally sloped ledges like that don't allow Mario to grab them. Now, these platforms here are a real pain, because see how like the corner bits there, a lot of them have invisible seams, and if you sort of jump into them, you'll just get bonked off and fall all the way down. So always try and jump into like a flat part of it. Anyway, there's the 100 coin star. I'll just grab that for now. And I think that box over there either has a 1-up or 3 coins in it. Hopefully it has 3 coins in it, or hopefully it's 10. Yep, 1-up. So worst out of the 3 possibilities, and I've just fallen off. And okay, cool. I was genuinely panicking very slightly there, but we're okay. So here's a heart. If you run into them quicker, you actually get more health from them, just in case you didn't know that, because, you know, apparently I'm not allowed to let this die. And that's not because I feel like I have to, that's just because I want to. There has to be some kind of punishment for all the ridiculous comments I got in Mario 64 DS. I mean, I've harped on about this a lot, but it really does. I mean, it's just a pet peeve, it's not like a serious grievance, but it bugs me a little bit when people comment without reading the comments first. It just seems like, I don't know why people would do this, and I know I'm not the only, like, person who plays, you know, like games on YouTube who feels this way. Another guy that I watch has publicly said this many times, and people still do it, and it's rude in my opinion. It's like, I don't know, the only justification I can think of for it is that they just really want to be the first person to say it, so they're not even going to bother to check if anyone else has done it first. And like I said, it's a very minor complaint, but Jesus, this is not a minor complaint though. Why am I so bad at this stage all of a sudden? I guess I'm kinda being slow because I don't really know how many coins are in the stage. Now that I think about it, it must be 128, right? Unless I've like missed something, because I know there's 10 over here. But yeah, I think I'm gonna pause for a sec and just double check how many there actually are. Okay, so it turns out there are 128, which I should have known really. So best way to get up here, again this is another thing that may be kinda harder if the level isn't moving, I think, because I think normally actually I don't know, I think there's like a hand, yeah, that one that the flame jet was trying to hit me on moves around and you get up there. Easily avoidable. You can just do a wall kick on the slanted part of this. You can just do a wall kick on the slanted part of this and then wall kick up like that. That's a little bit tricky though, it's fairly precise. A much better way to do it is just to do this, and then you can wall kick up. So I'm going to wait for this guy to come back down, and oh god, I just had a great idea that I'm now going to have to do before I get this star. No, must get it. I need to get it. No, I'm going to keep trying this. I don't care if it takes me 1,000 hours. It is going to happen on principle. So, yep, okay, so that's another failed attempt. Don't care, still going to keep trying. I hope it's every bit as unpleasant to watch as it is to play. But seriously though, we're going to get it this time. Hopefully I can like get into the star as well. Oh come on, you can't give me that? No. I need to get it, it's like a personal thing at this point. I mean, I got the backwards long jump, which is kind of what I wanted to do, but I want him to build up some amount of speed here. That'll do. Yeah, I'm satisfied with that. So, you know, if I don't find little quote-unquote fun challenges, then this would just be the same as any other boring old playthrough, wouldn't it? Which kind of is the appeal of the glitches that I do in the first place, really. It kind of separates it from all the trash that's already on YouTube. Anyway, got a star there, probably the worst star in the stage to do casually, because it's all the way up. I think if you enter at 6, it's random, which could also mean that it's frozen, so we'll probably just enter at 6 for the rest of them. I mean, I could be wrong about it being random. I know that one of the times is random. I think it's 6, but this looks like it's moving pretty quickly, so we'll just try and... I'm just... Actually, what am I doing? I can just jump up here. But yeah, I'll probably try and show off some of the little shortcuts that I mentioned before. Like, oh god, they're all moving at different times. Yeah, okay, can I do this? Not if that fucking hand is going to be in the way. Oh, you can't give me that. Seriously, you cannot give me that. That is ridiculous. I totally deserved it. I need to. I'm sorry, I need to do this. Oh yeah, of course, no, that's why. It's it's because the platform is moving, I forgot. So this is get a hand, this star. You're supposed to go on the hand of the clock and very slowly, or quickly depending on how fast the level is moving, you can go around to grab that star. You don't really need to do that, you can just sort of drop into it from up here. That would be true if you don't completely suck at everything ever. So that's not what you're going to see in this playthrough, just being harsh on myself, obviously. Don't really care that much. I'm going to go in at 6 again. But the reason I was kind of being slow with getting into that little area with the star is because there is something... Oh, for fuck's sake, seriously? It's because there is something that I want to do in there. It's another kind of a glitch. Okay, I went in at 12, I don't care. I just did that, like, instinctively because, like I said, I did speedrun this for a short time and you sort of try to time your entrances so that you went in at 12. Anyway, let's just go back up here. I'm not going to do that triple jump, I don't need to, but I do need to get over to where the get a hand star is. So I'm not going to bother with any coins. I think you can actually just long jump to it from here, but obviously I'm way too scared to do that, so that will not be happening in this playthrough. But so yeah, like, I'm starting to think that maybe this star would be easier with the hand. Anyway, what I want to show off, if you come up here, just run against the wall and press A and B at the same time. He grabs the star during the recoil and he can get knocked down here. I guess my angle should have been a little bit better. If it was, he would have fallen all the way down to the floor of the stage. But you would have still gotten the star, you wouldn't have died. Because when you're in like the kind of star getting animation, then you're actually invincible. So I'll enter at 6 and try, probably in vain, to get the rest of the stars in a reasonable amount of time. So let's see. Just gotta be careful here. Anyway, there's another one that's kind of on this route, so I guess I will go for that first. It's just by get a hand. So let's just run up and very carefully move into this bit here. Okay, well, I didn't mean to do that, but actually I'm glad that I did now, because now I can do this and show it at a better angle. Okay, no I can, never mind. Every single attempt that I make to do something cool must be destroyed in the most humiliating way possible, but that's okay. I'm not even mad, I don't care. Right, let's just go in at 3, let's see what that does. Is that going to be like moving but really slow? I'm going to guess that it kind of increases. No, this looks exactly the same as 6, which makes me think that 6 was a random one. So, whatever. Let's just head back up to the get a hand area again. So those two moved at the same time this time. I wonder if that kind of thing is what is one of the things that the clock determines, but that's weird, that, because they were definitely all moving at different times before. Maybe it's to do with like when you bring them into view at first, that's when their like cycles start or something. I don't know. I've never really studied this because it's an extremely boring subject. Anyway, let's head back in. I guess we'll go for 9 this time for no particular reason. Let's just run around in circles until it gets there. Okay, I missed 9, but we got in at 10. 10's better than 9 probably anyway, so let's just see. Yeah, that is definitely moving quicker than the one at 6 and the one at 3 was. God, this is riveting commentary, isn't it? Oh god. Right, so they're all moving at exactly the same. I bet that is what happens, by the way. I bet that thing I said about the cycles is true. Also rip. Whatever. A few more attempts and I'll probably just start going in at 12. I mean, I don't need to though, that's the thing. Like, if I just take it a little bit more slowly, then I can easily do this with any amount of movement in the level. Let's just wait for that to be done. Okay, I'm getting quite good at this first bit at least. Alright, see, they're doing that again, look at that, they're all different. Well, two of them are different. What the fuck? Why didn't he side flip? Like, I held back. I mean, I know why it is. You don't need to tell me. It's because, I'm just getting at 12. It's because the thing was sloped when I pressed A, and this game is really weird for that anyway. You've got to be shitting me. Why didn't he double jump? I literally pressed A within the necessary amount of frames for him to do it, and he still didn't do it. Ugh, whatever. Let's just keep going. I just want this awful stage to be over now. There's a reason that I'm doing this now and not like in like the second or third last video like you might have expected, and that's just because it sucks. It's probably the worst stage in the game, honestly. And I'm quite happy just to get it out of the road now so I don't have to do it at the end. Because I know what's going to happen if I do leave this to the end. We're going to have another Banjo-Tooie situation. So we don't want that. Let's just get the crap out of the road right now. So, okay, that's the star there. Actually, I'm not going to get it this way. God, the camera is awful in this stage. I don't like vertically oriented stages. Anyway, the way I want to get this star is the quicker way. So, if I did the triple jump up to here, I could actually just long jump or whatever over to here. And I think you can just wall kick up here. Yeah, and there's the star there. Cool. So that's the second last star of the stage. We're almost done, thank God. The other one, I sort of think I remember where it is. I think it's almost the same path that I just took right there, and I'm going to go in at 12 again, just so I can show off the shortcuts without the very real and very terrifying risk of falling down for like the 9th time this video. I know I'm being a little bit negative, it's mostly tongue-in-cheek, so don't read into it too much. Just triple jump up here. By the way, just as a word of warning, if you are doing this triple jump, when you actually do the third jump, you want to kind of pull back a little bit so he gains more height before he touches the wall, because otherwise you won't have enough height to grab this. I hope that made sense, but I don't really care if it didn't. So this time I'm going to go around here, avoiding the heave-ho, because he is probably the worst enemy in the game. Oh, I've got a one-up chase going on. This is like those old videos that people, oh, one guy used to do. Anyway, this is the bit I was talking about before. It kind of sucks. If you do a triple jump here, you can... Oh, Jesus. At least I survived it. So let's just slowly go back up so I can complete that sentence like 30 seconds after I started it. Ugh, I hate that as well, when he just somehow doesn't have enough height to grab that, but we got it that time. So I guess I could have done a wall kick there to avoid having to climb that pole. But what I wanted to show off... Oh, stop it. What I wanted to show off was the invisible wall. As you can see, they can really screw you up, and I'm now down to almost 0 health. Luckily, there's a heart here. Did you guys know that if you run into them quickly, you gain more health? Please leave like 300 comments on that, that'd be great, because, you know, one, as I said before, is clearly not enough. It only counts if everybody says it. So, okay, that was probably my fault. I'm gonna keep going though. You know, I feel like if I was making this video 2 or 3 years ago, I would have probably just redone it by now. But, I think the approach that I have these days, where everything's more candid, makes for much more entertaining gameplay. Whereas before, like when I was doing DK64 for instance, that was a hard one to do because the game autosaves, so you can't really like load your file again. But I was like, I'd practiced the hell out of a segment before I recorded it. Why is the camera so bad? Just to make sure I didn't screw up, but now I just don't care. So, okay, I'm getting annoyed now because I don't know why that didn't work, but you can sort of see what I'm trying to do. If you wall kick off of that wall, he will be able to just like kind of clip onto the ledge above. It's a really stupid jump and I'm not going to do it, so I'll just do it the other way, the way that I prefer to do, which is, let me just show you. Jesus, how many times have I taken this route? Also, I shouldn't have done that. I could have easily got an invisible wall. But if you just like long jump over to here instead, you can, let me just fix the camera because I really can't see anything. You can just jump up to here. Okay, cool. So this is where I wanted to get to. So now I can go up, where is it? There it is, okay cool. And the DS one, as you might remember if you watched my playthrough for that, which if you get the heart comments then you definitely did, then this star is actually closed off I believe, or one of them is anyway, and you have to use like the invisible cap with Luigi to actually access it. Not the case here, so grab that star. TikTok Terrible is now done. There is one other star that I'm going to grab in this video, and it's one of the stars that when I was younger, and honestly probably for much of my adult life as well, I've thought is the worst star in the game. I don't think that anymore, but here it is. This is Wing Mario Over the Rainbow. Probably sends shivers down your spine just hearing that name. The problem with this stage is there's two things. First of all, it's really hard to know where all the red coins are. That's the only star in here in the N64 one. The second one is something that I will highlight a little bit later on. Let me just grab the wing cap. But there is kind of a way to do this stage like fairly quickly. I mean, it's been a while since I've done it, so don't expect anything good here. But the sort of trick is you just kind of want to work your way down, collecting any red coin that you see along the way. So there we go, that's the third one right there. I'm not going to bother replenishing my wing cap. I'm pretty sure you can long jump to that, because the wing cap, when you use it, gives you like a longer long jump as long as you keep holding A. Well, same for any jump really. And you can probably make that distance, but I'm not going to risk it. So I'm going to jump in this cannon. I have, how many have I got? I've got 4 already, so that's half of them. So what you want to do at this point, which I guess you might not instinctively think of, there's another cannon over there. You can't really get high enough to get the ones at the top, so we're going to shoot ourselves up here and go in this other cannon. There's a lot of kind of rain clouds, you know, clouds that are like more faint that let you fly right through them. One of them has a red coin in it. I think that's the one that people tend to miss a lot. So let's just have a look around and see if we can see anything. So I'm going to shoot up to the highest point in the stage, which is right there. I'm going to land on this, so I get the last of the coins up here. Also, I think I will just replenish this. I mean, why not, right? What's in this? A 1-up. Is that one that chases you? No, it's not, so I'll grab it. Anyway, let me just take off again. There's the other red coin. This one's the easiest one to miss, like I said, because it's inside the cloud. Then the last one is right here. I'm going to try and grab this without grabbing the pole. You have to be quite low down to do this, although I'm pretty sure I'm going to grab the pole right in front of me now, which is a bit lame. Oh, no, okay, cool. So now I can just fly straight into the star and get arguably the worst star in the game. But we've got it now, so everything's good. So the other reason that this level kind of sucks, actually, I just thought of a third one. The third one is that you can't immediately tell if this is like Rainbow Ride or not, but there is a way to do it, and the way is that this one has like light coming out of it, the other one over there, which is Rainbow Ride, doesn't. But like, you're not going to know that at first. You're probably going to forget it unless you've played the game a lot, so you might accidentally come in here trying to get into Rainbow Ride. Anyway, the other part about this stage that sucks is if you happen to fall down, which I'm now doing on purpose, you actually respawn in the castle courtyard. Now, I do think this stylistically is a really cool feature, but like, for a speedrunner and just for someone who's playing the game casually, honestly, who's like almost at the end of it, you know, that's like really some end game stuff there. This is definitely like one of the most annoying things that can happen. It definitely frustrated the hell out of me when I was a kid. So I don't really know what I'm doing right now. I'm just wasting time, really. I mean, I've done all of this before. This is all stuff that I did in like part 1. But I wonder if that glitch to like get out of bounds and die works on this side. I don't think it does, but now that I think about it, I can't see why it wouldn't. Let's just see. Okay, I think I know why. He's like, because I think the slope actually extends upwards here. Yeah, okay, so you can't actually grab the ledge. Let's just, yeah. So there you go. Almost did the uber glitch there, as we used to call it in Mario 64 DS, where he slide kicks off of that slope and touches the water just above the surface, and then he can walk under it. You might remember that from my Mario 64 DS playthrough. Anyway, I'm rambling at this point. That's TikTok clock done with 128 coins, all of them. Obviously, I could have cloned the bombs to duplicate some if I wanted. I'm not going to do that, waste of time. But yeah, that'll be us for this video, guys. So thank you all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it despite the complaining, and I'll see you in the next one.